Hello, everyone. It's another version of Better Call Art. And tonight, I want to speak about how you can make your proposals better or different. In a lot of cases, we don't get the opportunity to sometimes meet with the buyer, and we do have to provide them with a proposal. And in many cases, that proposal, depending upon how good it's written, can actually win or lose the deal for you. So I want to talk about some things that I do to make my proposals a little bit different. So one of the things I like to do is when I'm writing a proposal, I like to take a feature that I put in there. So let's say the feature is, for me, it might be batch scanning. So for me, I'll put the feature in batch scanning, but then I'll put in, allows the users to add additional pages once the scanner has scanned all of the documents in the feeder. Thus, our scanner will allow you to build one single document that could be 400 pages or 500 pages. So I'm making it a point that I'm going to speak about the feature and I'm going to speak about the benefit to the client. And I'll try to do that with 4 or 5 features on my proposal. The next one I like to do is I never like to lead with, in a lot of proposals, you'll see the salesperson leads with the speed of the print device. I say, no way. Do not lead with the speed of the print device. Lead with the speed of the scanning device. More users are scanning. More users, I said in a meeting, I think it was a week ago, for me, I believe content is just about ready to explode. And fortunately, our scanners still provide an excellent on-ramp for many of our clients. So again, get away from talking about print speed and mention the scan speed, right? So another nice touch that you can do is add something that's optional, right? So add an option. Of course, it's not included in the price, but I like to use a content option. So that content option could be something like CC Scan, or it could be something like Ricoh's RSI workflows. And what I'll do is I'll spell that out in a quote. I'll make it optional, and I'll put the price in. So it's out there. But again, it's more about making your quote different than everybody else's, right? The best quote in most cases, and I say in most cases, will give you a leg up on everybody else. So when you talk about pricing, whether it's a purchase price or whether it's a lease price, I stay away from even numbers. Let me requote that. I stay away from $234.00. I will make it $234.21. I'll make it $234.87. I'll make it $239.75. But what that does, it gives the perception to the end users that you've done a little bit of homework on your price and you've gotten it down to the pennies as to what your price would be for the piece of equipment, rather than somebody just quoting $250 a month, $225 a month, $260 a month. I've always felt that those pennies make for a better quote or proposal. So that was the numbers for the leasing. Another thing that is a good idea to do is to so how many of you are actually going, when you install a new unit, or you go out and train, or somebody gets a new copy or a printer or MFP from you, how many of you actually take a picture of that copier printer in the client's office? How many of you take a picture of that machine with the client? Sometimes it's good to take those pictures, save those pictures, and you can go back to them and you could include them in one of your proposals. So if you know that Valley Architect, let's say in New Jersey, you're doing a quote for a wide format, but you sold ABC Architects in a town next door, and you've got a pretty good inkling that they know each other, well, why not? Why not include the picture, right? And I'm just looking over here for a couple more of my notes, but use that picture to tell the story, or at least to let the end user know that, wow, they did business with this other company, and it's interesting. But again, I'm going back to where we started, is all of these different ideas. You may like some of them, you may not like some of them, but if you put something in different, if you do something different, it's going to make your proposal stand out better than the ones that are just plain Jane, or somebody say a client can tell it was slapped together in 5 minutes and there was no thought behind it. And a lot of times users can sense that, they can read it, they can feel it. Double check all of your spelling, make sure there's no grammatical errors. I'm big on that because I make many mistakes. Make sure there's no spelling mistakes, and proofread it 2 or 3 times before you get it out to the client. Otherwise, I'd like to thank you for your time tonight. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thanks again for tuning in, and enjoy your evening.